So I'm working on the Jeep this morning. Unfortunately, I have to do it here in my driveway because it won't fit in my shop. But here's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So these are the old brakes. Yeah, they're toast. This is what they're supposed to look like. So a little wore out, but I'm upgrading to this Power Stop Extreme kit with drilled and slotted rotors, because all this extra crap on the Jeep makes it heavy and hard to stop. This is their kit recommended for towing, and basically I'm towing 24/7 because of all the weight. But these brakes were shot anyways, and it's my fault for not checking them sooner. They're not gone, but might as well replace them. And honestly, this kit was on sale. It was almost as cheap as putting stock parts back on, so why not upgrade? But just doing a little maintenance on the Jeep today. Well, I got the back done and moved on to the front here. As you can see, I'm putting new wheel bearings in too. I knew I was already going to be here, and it's literally 4 more bolts to just swap in wheel bearings. Man, I'm dark. Here we go. It's literally 4 more bolts to swap in wheel bearings, and it is a high mileage part. I've got about 90,000 miles on these, and it's something I know that wears out and causes play in the steering. So while I'm right here, I might as well replace them, just to kind of get me going. As you can see here, there is a little bit of life left on the front brakes, but anytime I've done brakes on a vehicle before, if one set goes out, I just do all 4. That way you just don't have to worry about it. You know, you can kind of start your mileage all over until they wear out. And upgrading to better brakes, not a bad idea. As you can see, this isn't a how-to video. I'm just showing you that you got to take care of your rigs. If you're gonna go out and play, you're gonna have maintenance. Something like this, I got roughly $600 in parts. I can do all this work myself with some basic tools. There's YouTube videos on how to do this stuff, so it saves me a lot of money. Those of you that can't do this stuff on your own, this is, you know, it's gonna cost you. Nowadays, any maintenance costs you. But half a day probably, I'll have all this done and be ready to roll on some trips soon. As part of this, last weekend I changed the oil in all my vehicles, lubed things, greased things, just basic maintenance, clean the air filter, just getting ready for the fall season. It's kind of what I do every year. I'll clean the vehicle out later, possibly today, maybe tomorrow, and just kind of get ready for the season. You know, it's fun getting out camping, doing the things we do, but you got to pay to play, and basic maintenance is part of it. But if you ain't figured out by now, yeah, the thumbnail is just clickbait. Nothing's broke other than the brakes being wore out. But it's time to do some maintenance and get the rig ready to be on the road again. got the brakes and everything done on the Jeep. Ended up also needing to change out a ball joint. That was unexpected. But the whole purpose of this short little video is just to remind you, take care of your stuff. If you're gonna go out and go on these adventures and have the fun, then you got to do the maintenance to take care of stuff. Drove around for a little bit, got the new brakes seated. They seem to be working better. Definitely not making noise like the old ones, so goal accomplished there. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. I'm gonna head out and go camping on a little overnight trip. That'll be a separate video from this. But as always, there's still another mile left to explore. I'll see you on the trail.